Hi, everyone. My name is Christina, and I will be presenting today on my experience working as a reproductive rights and reproductive health intern for NCI. My work this semester has been focused on understanding how different states classify parentage under gestational surrogacy and artificial insemination statutes. So here's a slide detailing a little bit more about me. So, my name is Christina McCarthy. I use the pronoun she, her, hers. I am a current undergraduate senior at Tulane University, graduating in the spring, majoring in sociology on the pre medical track and minoring in Spanish. My internship site is in the Department of Sociology, and I work as a research assistant under the instruction of Dr. Catherine Johnson. So, I just want to give you guys a little bit more background about my experience working as an intern for the past few years under NCI's Reproductive Rights and Reproductive Health internship. Prior to working as an intern, I was always interested in women's health. I knew I wanted to pursue a career as an OBGYN after shadowing various women's health professionals as a pre medical student during the summers. Additionally, as a sociology major, I quickly became interested in the research process and wanted to start conducting sociological research of my own. During my sophomore year, I became an intern for Dr. Johnson. I began my time as an intern helping her on her working and nursing study, which focused on the experiences of breastfeeding mothers in the workplace. Now, 2 years later, I am helping Dr. Johnson on her first book. Having had the opportunity to work on two research projects under Dr. Johnson has exposed me to different areas of reproductive rights work and has even inspired me to write my senior honors thesis on a woman's decision to freeze her eggs. So here's a little more information about the work I've been doing this semester on Dr. Johnson's upcoming book. This past year, Dr. Johnson and I have worked on compiling timelines for all 50 states regarding how each state classifies parentage under assisted reproductive statutes. The UPA, or the Uniform Parentage Act, is a legislative act that dates back to 1973 and seeks to establish parent child relationships for both married and unmarried couples. It is essentially a set of rules that can be adopted by state legislators and is utilized to establish parent child relationships in cases that involve the parentage of children. This act has undergone several revisions and has come to include assisted reproduction. While some states have adopted versions of the UPA, other states have drafted their own laws that either support the rights of the intended parent or the rights of the gestational mother, also known as the mother carrying the child, which is a topic of much controversy. Here are just some focuses of Dr. Johnson's upcoming book that I would like to highlight. It specifically looks at how all 50 states classify parentage, specifically relating to artificial insemination, gestational surrogacy, and egg donation. It includes a comparison of the states of Florida and Louisiana and notable transcriptions from major Senate discussions, explains the history of ARTs dating back to the introduction of an artificial insemination in the late 19th century and the introduction of in vitro fertilization in the 1970s, and highlights notable press coverage and case laws. So here's a quick snapshot of the Excel chart I have been working on all semester. Dr. Johnson will use this data and plug it into SPSS to find trends and correlations across the 50 states. It will also be used in the appendix of her book as a brief overview of ART statutes for her readers. So within the chart, I have included the name of the statute, the effect year, type of assisted reproductive technology, and whether the statute was passed by a Democratic or Republican governor. And all 50 states are included in this chart, even though you can only see the first 5 states. So, reflecting on my time as an intern, I have grown both personally and academically through my experience with NCI. I have developed valuable research skills such as coding literature, navigating databases, specifically in LexisNexis, which is a legal database and has been the source of most of our data, and conducting in depth interviews and writing literature reviews. I have learned how to think analytically through a sociological lens and question how our societal institutions, such as governments and healthcare systems, reinforce gender and racial inequalities. Personally speaking, I've discovered and cultivated my passion for maternal and child health. After working on Dr. Johnson's breastfeeding study, working in nursing during my first year as an intern, and her upcoming book relating to how different states classify parentage, I hope to continue my work in women's health next year as a medical student at Tulane University School of Medicine. And finally, just some acknowledgments. A very special thank you to Dr. Johnson, who has been my mentor for the past 2 years. Not only have you taught me so much about the research process, but you have also helped me discover and cultivate my passion for women's health. And for that, I am forever grateful. Thank you to the Donna and Richard Esteves Fund for Reproductive Rights and Reproductive Health. Without you, this experience would not be possible. Thank you to our amazing program director, Dr. Claire Daniel, who facilitates our biweekly intern meetings and always invites the best guest speakers. And finally, thank you to my supportive group of fellow interns who continue to motivate and inspire me with all the important work they are doing. I'm so grateful to have been an intern with NCI for the past 2 years, and I'm excited to see what more I can accomplish in my last semester as an undergraduate intern. Thank you so much.